Hey Void, how you doing? So, as I've kind of commented on, I've kind of got two sort of backlogs. One, things I've been watching relatively recently, which are a lot of the ones I'm brandishing DVDs at you for more of, and ones that are my way backlog, which I just fell behind on, and I've been kind of alternating. Like my last one, Fear.com, was one of the more recent ones. The one before that, Trigon, is way back. And it's been kind of alternating back and forth ever since I started this recent kick yesterday. Now, to give you an idea on how far back it goes, Nimona is the next one I'm reviewing. I saw Nimona within a month of it coming out. That was a while ago now. So, my way backlog is way backed up. So, Nimona, 2023, animated, based on a graphic novel, and now, I've had this graphic novel sitting on my shelf. My partner owns a copy of it. I picked it up and glanced at it occasionally, but I never actually read it. Reading the back, it sounded like something I'd be interested in, so the animated adaptation did hold a little bit of interest, but it was nothing I was in a hurry to see. But I had very little frame of reference for it, other than the title character was a wannabe villainous sidekick. And that's all I knew. I was not prepared for this movie. I really did dig the hell out of Nimona. First of all, I wasn't expecting the setting, this medieval futurism, which works pretty well. Like this, you got the classic chivalrous knights, yet headphones and neon everywhere. It was kind of a cool kind of thing going. So, it's pretty much set around following Balthazar, who's a knight. Essentially, he's the poor man who's worked his way up to becoming into the nobility through accomplishment, and essentially, he's finally being knighted for it. No one thought he could do it, and most people don't think he deserves it. Well, during his knighthood, he's framed for killing the queen, and then has to go into hiding. So he's pretty much branded the big bad villain. Enter Nimona, who is determined to become his big bad sidekick, despite his protestations that he is not a villain. And those two now are pretty much doing everything they can to, one, survive being hunted, and two, prove his innocence. Or get revenge. Either way, Nimona's not picky. Now, Nimona is Nimona. What she is never clearly explained, other than that she is just Nimona. She is a shapeshifter that keeps altering her form constantly. But this young girl seems to be her default form. And she is determined to, help this guy out because she kind of sees a kindred spirit in this guy who's now an outcast, and which is what she's always been. Now, Balthazar's boyfriend is pretty much on the hunt for him, as he's the other knight was getting coronet at the same time. I can't really remember his surname was Golden Loin. I can't quite recall his first name anymore, but with a surname like Golden Loin, it's like, that's what's gonna stick. So, he's after him, just going back and forth whether he believes he's guilty or not. And eventually settling that he's just being tricked by the monster. Because monsters are a big thing here. Like, you don't go out to the city because there are monsters out there. You stay safe from monsters. Despite there hasn't been a monster attack in a long, long time. And, like, the city is famously repelled one. Like, their hero is famous for casting out the monsters in the darkness. So Nimona represents the monsters. There's a lot going on in this movie. And while some of the twists and turns are you can kind of guess where it's going at times, for the most part, it does deliver. The dialogue is snappy, clever, the soundtrack is great. I really did dig the hell out of Nimona. My only complaint is it seems to be streaming only because Netflix. I love having me some physical things. I love shaking those cases at you guys. But I don't know if this one's ever going to do it because Netflix hates physical media. Which is my main grudge with Netflix. So, eventually I'd like to obtain a copy of it physically. whatever form that may take. I may not be too picky, but I would love to add this one to my personal collection. Now, Nimona's, I think, still readily available, but hopefully it stays that way. But, well, streaming be streaming. Not a big fan. As much as I watch it, I do enjoy having it. Or at least having the option to have it. Well, Nimona, give this one 9 MacGuffins. It was really good. I was pleasantly surprised. I got a lot of good laughs, and it's got a good emotional heart to it. I really recommend this film. Alright, boy. See you guys later.